Hello everybody, Auvbri here, welcome back to another speed build here in The Sims 4. Today we are building Grandma's house. Now this is a build that we actually did on a live stream, and if you're going like, what? Auvbri, you do live streams? Yes, I do. Your girl is doing live stream and have been doing it for a long time, but it's kind of an unruly streaming schedule. So if you haven't been on one of the streams, just press the notification bell and subscribe to the channel, and you're gonna see every single time I go live and every single time I make a streaming schedule, so kind of like a heads up that hey, I'm gonna be streaming on Friday at this time. So definitely do that. But this is a build that we started on a live stream, so the people on the live stream haven't actually seen the finished build because it took a long time to do. Like, it was a crazy big build, and there's a lot of detailing going into the outside and the inside as well. But the whole premise for this build is Grandma's house. So what is that? You might be going. So we came up with this storyline in the stream that Grandma is living on her own. She has had a bunch of kids that has went out on their own to have more kids, and you're gonna see this in the interior as well. There's a bunch of pictures from a total crazy amount of Sims with kids and stuff like that. So Grandma has had kids, but now she's tired. Her husband sadly passed away, and she's living in this great big old house all alone. She loves nature and the outdoors, but she's just starting to get, you know, a bit too old to actually take care of this place all by herself. So she actually is looking for somebody to help her take care of the place. But she lives on the outskirts of Henford on Backley by herself. She loves the idyllic nature of the lot, and she also has a lot of room for her grandkids. So they have their own playroom, they can sleep over if they want to. And she just loves her family, but she also needs her alone time. But she has this great big house which at one point or another housed all of her kids living there, but rooms have been converted into playrooms and guest rooms and whatnot. So she's all alone in this big house and just enjoying nature and the idyllic surroundings in Henford on Backley. So that's kind of the story we came up with. A lot of the video is actually edited down and cut out, and I mean, this is the thing with live streams. We kind of help each other. We test out different things, different styles, different looks before actually settling on the stuff. So if you want to get into all that, the live stream is on the channel right now. You can just go check it out, and that is where you can see all of that stuff. So if you're one of those people who love to see that, definitely again join in on a live stream. You can definitely get your input, and this was actually something you guys helped me decide that we should do. We should do this build, but it took a long time. So again, I had to cut a lot of stuff out as well because it's almost a 25-minute video, which is insane. It's a long time for a video, but I tried to cut everything down, cut out stuff that was just not important to the video, and leave in some of the stuff so you could also kind of see what the process was for a building of this size. So for example, here we were testing out different styles of decorations we could put on the exterior, on the walls, what would look good, what would not look good. So I kept some of that stuff in here just so you can see that there is actually a process. It's not like I'm just sitting down in front of the computer and bing bang boobity bam boom, and then I have a house in the time span of 2 hours or less. That's just not the reality. Also, going into the exterior or interior, excuse me, the interior of the build here, I mean, Jesus, I spent probably an hour doing a floor plan, starting to, put down flooring, wallpapers, deleting the floor plan because it made no sense. There was no room. It didn't go with the whole storyline of the builds either. And then I believe I did 4 different floor plans, and the 4th one is the one that we settled on. So after 4 floor plans, I finally got the house right inside, which is crazy. Like, that was just, I got so frustrated, and my boyfriend was just sitting like beside me, and he was just looking at me like, what is going on? And I was like, I can't get this freaking floor plan to work. It doesn't work. This house is just too big, and the location of the staircase was weird, and I hated that, and everything was just freaking horrible. So that was a great time. Now it's the building process. So I mean, it was good. It was fun, but it definitely takes a long time for me to do builds like these, especially hyper realistic and detailed builds like we do here. It's also because it's very outside of my comfort zone. So if you've been with the channel for just a little while, you know that I love doing modern builds, or kind of like these fantasy inspired builds like Atlantis, or whichever build that we have done. This is something totally different, so it's still a very realistic looking build, but it's just in a style that I don't do. Like, I never really do this style. I'm a modern builder, I'm a fantasy house builder, so it was very difficult, very outside of my comfort zone to do something like this, but I really wanted to do it, and I think the results in the end as well is just phenomenal. Like, just around the pond area here, we spent so much time on the stream putting in details. You guys came up with ideas of what we could do, also just because people on the stream know that this is just not my forte. It's not something that I normally do. Builds like this. Again, I'm a normal modern builder from Denmark. So building stuff like this is very outside of my comfort zone. Also just trying to match all of the, in this case here, all of the plants with the surrounding area and make it fit in, make it look like it actually belongs and doesn't stand out. So I mean, I had so much fun building this, and looking back at it now, and you're gonna see it in the showcase in the end as well. I had so much fun, and I think it definitely shows in the results of the build as well. It turned out so good. I'm super happy about how it turned out. But again, here we're just putting in tons and tons of details and plants and flowers, and I was trying to figure out what would actually go around a pond area, what would grow here, what wouldn't grow here, and then you guys wanted some different swans and ducks and stuff like that actually belongs in a pond, which I obliged. You got that. I couldn't find my sim. So I want to elaborate on that. I couldn't find my sim here. So I have 2 save files. I actually have 3. I have rebuild the sims, which is also something we do on streams. Also, of course, going up on the channel as well as speed builds and whatnot. Then I have Holly, which is my Let's Play sim character, coming back for a new series requested by my lovely moderator and follower Amanda, Milady, which has been with the channel a long time as well. Also, then I have my builder sim here, which is notoriously being teased for being naked. Even though he's not naked, he's just very body confident and walks around in his speedos all the time, no matter the time of the year. But I couldn't find him. Like, I swear to God, I was all around the different worlds in Sims 4. I just could not find the dude. And he's kind of the thing that I want to, if there's, for example, in a build like this where we have swans and stuff, living things, where you need to be in live mode for them to actually appear, then you have to have a sim on the lot. Then I tried to move another sim onto the lot, and then it wasn't this lovely summertime that we have here. It was actually fall, so all the plants were freaking dead, which looked horrible, of course. And then I tried to use the cheat code to change the season. That didn't work. I don't know why. I tried again, and then the game broke. so the game was just like, no, you're cheating too much. I just cannot deal with this. And then I was just like, okay, so good thing I save. And good thing I saved before actually doing the doing the showcase video. So yeah, this one is without the living ducks, but they're there, I promise, when you play around with the build yourself and play on the lot. It is fully functional, everything works, the ducks are there, the swans are there, everything is good, so don't worry about that. You're just not gonna see them here in the showcase video. Then I started to put some more plants in, and in the meantime, while I have been blabbing along for what seems like an eternity, I'm sorry about that, I have actually made a little greenhouse for Grandma, so she can do her planting and gardening stuff that she loves to do. And then I also put in a little chicken coop, and of course I cannot even remember what it's called, but the scarecrow that can help out with the gardening, because I figured at some point Grandma's gonna be tired and can't do it all herself. I don't actually know if the scarecrow is going to help out with the chicken coop, but who knows? Like, I haven't played around with the cottage living expansion at all, so that's actually what Holly is going to be doing in the Let's Play that's coming up. And again, if you don't know who Holly is, that's totally fine. She has been with the channel for a very long time. She has had quite a journey, actually. So she is my trusty Let's Play sim. She has been through a lot. She has been a startup in a veterinarian clinic. She have a star on the Sim Walk of Fame. So she's a superstar. Then she denounced that and went to live the quiet life in Strangerville with her son that she got from a marriage where the guy died. And the son went off to university, and then strange things started to happen in Strangerville. And when she figured all that stuff out, she was like, this is just too fucked up. Like, what is going on? Can I have a quiet life? So Holly gave all of her money to her kid, and she moved to Hanford on Backley, and that's kind of where this series starts. But we're gonna get into all of that throughout the new series, and all of the Let's Plays are in kind of like, can we call them seasons on the channel and playlists, so you can go watch those. Now we have this great big deck here on the front. I didn't actually fill it up with anything too special because it was a lot. And then here you can see me I'm sorry, just jumping straight into a finished floor plan and trying to figure out what wallpaper I wanted instead. The reason for that is, as I said before, 4 floor plans I had down here. Also because the what can we call them? The like the doors. So the front door and the back door to the garden area were placed very weirdly. So that is what I did wrong with this build. I placed the doors before actually figuring out, well, what can the floor plan look like? What does make sense in a house this big? Because we also have an entire wall of windows in the way. So I was trapped, guys. I tried to make do with the best that I had. So when you walk in through the front door, you go into this nice little area, a decorative area. And then you walk into the dining room space. Then we have the little kitchen area here. Nice cozy little kitchen, I love that. I actually tried to figure out what the color scheme was gonna be in here. The flooring, the wooden flooring, was actually bothering me a little bit, so I went on to actually choose the same flooring, but a different swatch for it that was kind of a bit more gray greenish. And then we started to decorate. So I knew we had to have a fireplace, which of course, why wouldn't you? We also have chimneys on the roof, so it just makes perfect sense. Fireplace in here, and then I just started to fill things up. I actually filtered out 3 of the packs that I knew would fit perfectly with this type of build. So I filtered out the laundry day, the cottage living, and what was the third one? The nifty knitting stuff. Yes. I have a big tongue, so I do lisp a bit. I'm sorry about that. But I filtered those out and just started to fill the space up. I really tried to get in the mindset of grandma. Like, what is that? What does that mean? So I tried to put in furniture that I thought would fit super well in here. I tried to also put in a lot of clutter, but again, also keeping the clutter at kind of a minimum, so it wouldn't be too like in your face, which is definitely what I was not trying to go for. So I think I achieved that. And then again, as I said earlier, she had this great big family. They all kind of went on with their lives to do their own stuff, but they all just come around at some point to, you know, be with their mom, their grandmom, the grandkids, and all that stuff. So I knew I wanted to have a great big dining room. And I said before, the whole family was from this house, so of course I wanted to find a lot of picture frames with a lot of different Sims on them, so it's kind of like this picture wall with all family members throughout the history of this family. So I just thought that was super cute. Again, the entrance way here. Then we have grandma's bedroom. Now I did make a little small guest bedroom there. Initially, I wanted to do the bedroom upstairs, but actually I went away from that idea. The reason is I kept thinking, what if grandma is at that age where walking upstairs is actually quite difficult? Wouldn't it make more sense that she would have her bedroom downstairs? So I made it downstairs, and then we made the upstairs kind of like this kids' playroom, with the grandkids could just go upstairs and, you know, play, have this great big playroom. That's also why the bigger of the bathrooms is actually upstairs, because it used to be the master bedroom for grandma and her husband, but again, he's not with us anymore, and she converted it and actually had her bed moved downstairs. So, but I think the story is here. Like, you can definitely play with it however you see fit. It's totally up to you. I just lay the foundation, and then you guys can, you know, do with it as you please. I just I'm trying to paint a picture here, but again, it's totally up to you what you do. I just think the storyline for this house is super cute, and again, we have different things for the kids around the place, so you know that she is a family and she's loved, and her grandkids and kids come to visit all the time. So she's not alone or lonely. But I hope you guys are ready for the showcase, where we can just take a freaking look at this beautiful build. So here we have it, guys, the grandma's house build. I think it turned out super cute, super cozy. Tell me what you think about in it as a damn it, that Danish. God damn it. Tell me what you think about the build in the comment section down below. And if you want to again be in on one of these builds in a live stream, definitely hit that notification bell and that subscribe button. It's the best way to actually get in on the builds that I do on live streams and get your input. So there was a lot of great ideas, and this is what we came up with in the end. I love the way that it looks. The pond, the exterior, all of the little places around the lot. You can see there's a fox there, couldn't get into the chicken, so she kind of is going away as well. There's a dog, there's a cat on the lot. You can add even more if you want to. I love the way that it just turned out, and again, it's so out of my comfort zone to build something like this, but the result, I think it speaks for itself. So tell me what you think about it in the comment section down below. I really want to hear if this is something you're going to get. Speaking of that, it is on the gallery right now, so you can go download it if you want to and play with it. Also, how do you like the story, like the storyline of this build? I really tried to do something different with this build and create a storyline that people can understand, instead of just, you know, creating a modern build and just saying, well, here's a 2-bedroom build with a nice kitchen and yada yada. So I really tried to do something different here, and I think it paid off. Like, you're allowed to like the things that you do, and I think this turned out just super cute and cozy. And her little knitting chair as well, I think it turned out super nice. But again, you can get the build off the gallery right now if you want to, and tell me if you're going to get it. Also, tell me in the comment section down below what you thought about the build. As we're nearly going towards the end, we have the little decking area here where you can sit and have a chess match, going into the kids play area. Again, super cute what I did in here. I think it's just a really good idea to have a grandma have the kind of like a playroom for the kids, so they can have their own space. And then of course some shots of the floor plan so you can kind of see what's going on. I don't want to blabber anymore. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave it a big like, a subscribe and a share, and leave a comment down below what you thought about the build. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a truly fantastic day wherever you are in the world, and I really hope to see you next time. Bye bye.